Can I drop equipment? Currency. Let's say currency. Terrors. How much are terrors? I wonder why. Same. Min LA damage bow, just the highest one you can afford. There is no min. What filters? Semi-struct. What dropped? Containment, Scarab, sustaining. Hey guys, I want to make a quick video going over one of the most new insane farms this patch. Well, kind of new, kind of not new. We all thought boxes were gone, boxes were nerfed in the patch notes. We thought the box meta was finally over. Turns out that is not the case, and boxes are definitely going to be meta for the entire league because they are likely to be the best Scarab farm in the entire game. Before we were farming boxes for like, raw currency, divination cards, now farm boxes for just Scarabs, and it is an insane amount of Scarabs. Some maps you get like 3 to 4 full inventories of Scarabs. You even almost, not quite, self-sustain your containment Scarab. You probably get like 7 to 8 every 10 maps. It's an insane amount of Scarabs. And that's all thanks to the new league mechanic, Mirage. So when you Mirage your Strongboxes, they have a chance to turn into like Scarab Strongbox, a Operator Strongbox. And these Strongboxes drop a ton and a ton of Scarabs. So the base map with the 30 or so Strongboxes with Containment is, not that insane. It's kind of whatever. But when you go inside of Mirage, that's where all the currency prints. That's where all the Scarabs actually drop. So yeah, how do you do this strat and what is it really all about? So the Scarab setup is the classic one of each Strongbox Scarab, so 1 ambush, 1 compartment, 1 potency, 1 discernment, and 1 containment. You can also replace the discernment with another ambush because I don't think this interacts with the operator Strongbox inside of Mirage at all, so you could go for +4 Strongbox. In terms of budget options, I don't really think there is any budget option here. The reason for that is the map you have to run is already like 50 to 60 chaos, which is half a divine, so using cheap Scarabs is not really a great option here. You can try if you want, see if you have any good results. And doing regular tier 16s without the special map is not that great. You only get like, maybe 3 or 4 boxes in your Mirage, which is like maybe like 1 or 2 operator strong boxes. That's the Scarab setup. The map you want to run, I don't have one on me, but here is on trade. You need a map that has area contains an empowered Mirage, which covers the entire map. That means you duplicate everything inside your map. That means if you spawn 30 strong boxes with Containment Scarab, you get 30 in the Mirage as well. And usually around 8 to 14 out of those 30 boxes are those operator strong boxes that drop a ton of Scarabs. So yeah, you need this map right here. They usually go for around like 50 chaos right now, which is roughly half a divine. Of course, they've been constantly going up because more and more people doing the strategy. All you have to do to search for this map is have enchant area contains an empowered Mirage, and that's it. Then you can find it on trade. Now that's mostly about it for map juice. We're not really using any astrolabe here because there is no box astrolabe. They're all just kind of random. You can use it if you want. I've tried it. It didn't really add anything to the map whatsoever. So yeah, no astrolabe in this trap. As for the map of choice, I am running dunes, but you can run any map for this. It doesn't matter because the whole map is Mirage. So pick your favorite layout really. It does not really matter whatsoever. As for our Atlas tree, pretty standard classic box tree. We have some blocks down here. I'm personally blocking right now Delirium, or Calgurin, Ritual, Blight, Legion, and Abyss. Of course, these blocks always changes as the league goes on because it depends on the prices of Scarabs, right? And as far as I can tell, these blocks actually do work on the operator strong boxes. So yeah, these actually are pretty important for the strategy. So you're more likely to get the better Scarabs. You could also try blocking more and maybe potentially get even more containments back. The only Scarab I'm favoring right now is ambush Scarabs, of course, for more containments. Now, once again, of course, this changes throughout the league. If you're watching this video a week from now, there might be other Scarabs that are also worth getting. Yeah, besides that, The tree is just Scarabs and map effect, and that's really it. If you are going to do astrolabes, you will have to take this node up the top, because if you don't take this, you have to run different maps every single time. Obviously, I'm not taking it. I did try astrolabes and I didn't really like them. They didn't really increase the farm at all for Strongboxes. They're more so for like other type of farms, you know, like Breach or Legion or Harvest, stuff like that. We are taking blue altars, but you can also take red altars. Altars in general for the strategy don't really matter all that much. You barely get any in the map. You get like 3 or 4 or something. It's kind of whatever. But yeah, just focus on quant, map effect, and blocks. So yeah, that's pretty much about it for the entire strategy. I easily farmed over hundreds of divines with this strategy, over 200 plus divines in a single day, I believe. I think roughly right now, prices always change, keep that in mind. It was roughly like 15 or so divines an hour, which is quite good for how easy the strat is. You know, it's a regular tier 16 strategy, not tier 60.5, not nightmare maps. It's a tier 16 strategy. So getting around 15 divines an hour is honestly extremely good, because it's just very, very easy content. Pretty much any build or anyone can do this. It's just more or less, do you have the currency to invest into it? Because obviously containments are quite expensive. As of this recording, containment is around 200 chaos, 180 chaos, which is like, you know, 1.5 to 1.8 divines. And at that price, it's still worth it. You usually get around like 3 to 4 divines total profit back from a map. Now, of course, Scarabs are going down in price because of this strat. So like I said, do check prices before you start. But it should overall be one of the best farms for the entire league, because yeah, it just prints an insane amount of Scarabs, and Scarab farms are always going to be good. Also, I don't have one on me, but you can also use a Scarab chisel as well to improve the farm. I don't think it affects the Scarab Strongboxes, but because you are taking every single Scarab node, so having 50% more Scarabs in your map does help improve your Scarab drops off the regular monsters, as you do, you know, kill quite a bit of monsters in your map, because you are spawning 60 boxes worth of monsters, right? Yeah, Scarab chisel can also be quite nice here as well. But yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. But yeah, this farm is really, really strong and definitely will be one of the top tier farms for the rest of the league. If you thought boxes were gone, well, hey, you know, you're in luck. If you like boxes, they're still going to be meta, at least for another full league.